What is good, people? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with some breaking news for you guys. Undisputed just dropped another surprise update and we're going to get into the patch notes. But before we do, shout out to Crooks the Great. Yesterday he dropped a video and he actually said this. He was saying how the game was updated in the background and that an update would be coming soon. So now we know when this happens in future, that it's not speculation and that an update actually is imminent. But let's get into the patch note and what has been said. Hey Fight fans, this is our 4th update in 5 weeks packed with gameplay improvements and bug fixes. Read all the details below. Gameplay improvements. Reworked our evasive movements to make them more viable. Players will now be able to use dodge, slip, weave and diagonal dodges to avoid punches and counter their opponent. Blocked punches now cost less stamina than missed punches but more than landed punches. Bugs fixed. Fixed a bug where allowing the announcer cutscene to play could cause desync issues in online fights. Fixed an issue in career where players would get stuck in infinite loading screen attempting to load fight rewards. Fixed an issue where auto walling was announced as the wrong fighter. Fixed a bug where body jabs / straights wouldn't cause damage if the opponent was blocking high. Hashtag Team Undisputed. Okay, so there's a lot to digest there and 2 big patch notes that stood out the most. And they are, we worked our invasive movements to make them more viable. Now obviously this is a huge deal, but we need to see how this actually plays out in the game before we can make any type of comments. But I'm all for making the game more realistic in terms of movement and defensive options. Right now the game is just simply block high, block low and move backwards. This will be a big change for the game and make it more realistic to boxing by including all of the nuances of movement and defense, so this is definitely a plus. The second one was blocked punches will now cost less stamina than missed punches but more than landed punches. This is such a good thing to be added into the game, and now it's going to make a huge difference between the people that are combination punches that pick their shots, land them correctly, and these wild hook spammers that hit nothing but air over and over and over again. Should make a huge difference in the skill gap of the game, which is one of the main things I think the player base has been asking for, so this is obviously another big win. And now probably the biggest one that stood out to me that I didn't even realize was fixed a bug where body shots / straights won't cause damage if the opponent was blocking high. Now I had no idea this was actually happening. I thought this was desync, tracking and hit detection problems because I like to go to the body a lot. I throw a lot of body jabs, a lot of straights, and I would always notice that it wouldn't land even if my opponent was blocking high. But now I understand this was a bug and not tracking and desync, so this for me is going to be a huge difference, huge change, and something I am incredibly happy about and should make a big improvement in my game and how much success I'm having in the game. And then the lesser important patch notes are fix a bug where allowing the announcer cutscene to play could cause desync issues. Didn't know that was happening either. Then we've got fixed an issue in career where players would get stuck in infinite loading screens attempting to load fight rewards. I didn't know this was happening either because I don't enjoy career mode. I don't play career mode. And fixed an issue where auto walling was announced as the wrong fighter. Again, something I didn't even know. Don't really pick auto walling too often, but if it's a bug and they fixed it, nothing but respect. Also, I want to say shout out to Steel City. The way you've been conducting yourself over the last 5 weeks is exactly how you should have been conducting yourself from the beginning. Now I'm not going to harp on about how you should have been, because as long as you're actively changing and making a difference now, I can only give you praise. So again, shout out to Steel City for improving the way they've been conducting themselves. But that's going to be all I've got for you guys today, but I want to hear what your thoughts are. Are you happy with the changes made? Is there anything you're disappointed about that they didn't include and you did want added? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.